Welcome back to the Rebel Movement podcast. Today with your host, Charlett Albert, and we are having a conversation around activating your wealth state. What does this mean? What is your wealth state? So often when we're in business, we're so hyper focused on getting everything right. We want to have the perfect sales strategy. We want to have the perfect marketing plan. We want to follow the checklist, have the perfect PowerPoints, the perfect branding, the perfect website, the perfect sales page. And we're spending so much time and energy on getting things right to a point where we feel frustrated, where we feel like this is overwhelming, because every time you're doing something, like you are creating a website or you're creating a landing page, and then you see something else, you learn something else, you do another course, and like, oh my gosh, now let me do this. And then you keep tweaking and refining without ever actually sharing your magic in a powerful way. This is when we're so focused on getting things right. We're so much in our head and we're overcomplicating it. So this is an episode which is more of a wake-up call where I'm saying the strategy is important, definitely, but I believe so much in simple strategy, simple scales, complex fails. That's my whole method behind sales the feminine way. Is like, yes to strategy, but how can we simplify things? How can we keep business so simple that the priority is that it's fun and that it feels light like a feather? That's what I want your business to feel like. Light like a feather. If anything feels heavy in your business, let's look at that, right? If you feel like the amount of calls you currently have on your calendar feels heavy, let's look at that. If building a website right now feels heavy, let's look at that. If building several landing pages feels heavy, let's look at that. And the same time, you might thrive on that, right? You might be a person who loves to have a detailed website and detailed landing pages, sales pages, because you don't love to show up and create content all the time. So really leveraging what your strengths are, that's what it's about. It's about building a business that lights your soul on fire. This is what it's all about. It's about feeling so happy and fulfilled in your business. It's about having fun. So this is how we activating our wealth state. So first of all is designing a business that not only feels fun and light like a feather, but also one that pays us well, right? It's not just about having a business for the sake of having a business, but really having a business that also pays us well. And that can be very different for every single one of you. For some of you, it might be, $5,000 a month. It feels amazing. For some, it's $10,000 a month. Whatever it is, the life that you want to live, that is perfect. But the main idea behind the Rebel movement is to create your freedom first business and life. And you get to design it in a way that feels so good for you. If you're not 100% clear of what that actually looks like, we actually created the Rebel Roadmap. You can download it. It's in the show notes below, where you can create your freedom first business. So your business feels as light as a feather. I want you to wake up every single day and be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is actually my life. I can't believe it feels so good. And I love talking about the word of duality. It's not about being high vibe all the time, right? Like life is still staying lifey. There's going to be good days and there's going to be hard days. But how are you going to carry yourself through the tough days, right? How can you lean in when the shit hits the fan? How can you stay relaxed and content and stay intentional with your business and your life, even when the shit hits the fan, right? This is your wealth state. It's the ability to lean in. It's your ability to lean in and to feel content and to be intentional with who you are being, no matter what. It really is about the intentionality. It's about the intentionality of who you are being, no matter what is happening in your life. This is true wealth. It's having the emotional intelligence to ride the waves, no matter what is happening. Sometimes when we're riding a business, and especially we women, we love doing the emotional labor, and we have these high ups and low lows and high ups and low lows. Like, we're making a lot of money, a lot of sales, we feel all high, we feel like unstoppable, we can take over the world. And then there are moments where we feel so low for whatever reason. No one liked our post or no one showed up for our live, and we feel like, oh my gosh, am I ever going to sign another client, right? So the wealth state is that you feel content and you keep going and you're intentional with your action, no matter what is showing up in your current reality. It's having faith. It's believing in your vision. One thing that I teach my clients that we do every day is activating our identities, activating our wealth state, activating who we are being, is getting into this energetic state of I'm unstoppable. That could look like you're doing a feminine embodiment practice. That can look like you're doing a workout. You're lifting weights, or you're going on a spin bike, you're going for a walk in nature, you're meditating. There's so many ways. You know what lights your soul on fire. You know what to do. For me, it's dancing and feminine embodiment practices. When I do that, I feel on top of the world. So what is it for you? What lights your soul on fire? That's activating your identity, activating your wealth state. Is this unstoppable feeling. And this wealth state is what makes you so magnetic. The wealth state is what makes you so magnetic. In business, it's so interesting. Like, I've attended so many incredible conferences. I've done a lot of business trainings and sales courses and programs. And in the end of the day, business is so simple. Business is so simple. It always comes down to knowing your ideal clients, right? Who are you speaking to? What are their current problems, their current challenges? And how can you solve that problem? How can you get them from A to B? How can you get them from pain state to pleasure? This is business, right? And there's a lot of people having different solutions for that. And you get to be creative. You get to be innovative. You get to share what has worked for you. And this is what makes your unique way so powerful and so magnetic, because there's no one who's done it exactly the way that you are doing it. So our responsibility as an entrepreneur is activating our wealth state and staying creative and innovative of how we can solve our people's problems. What are some unique offers that you can create? Some unique ways to help your people, staying close to your people, asking your people questions, staying in close relation with the people you want to help the most, to get them from A to B. When you are activated in your wealth states, activated in your identity, you know exactly what to do. You don't have to look outside of you to find the path. You know, because you've created that path most likely for yourself. You are where you are today because of the things that you've done in the past. What were those things? What were the key elements that helped you the most? And that is your offer. And it's unique. It has your unique fingerprint on it. And all you have to do is share that from a place of energy, right? The people who are most successful, the people who are most successful are people who have energy, vitality. So this is your wealth state, is activating your wealth state. It's feeling unstoppable. And that is what makes you so magnetic. So when you're selling online, when you're selling in your emails, when you're selling anywhere, what I want you to focus on is who you are being as you are speaking. Who are you being? Are you energetic? Are you feeling good about yourself? Because that is what the person on the other side is gonna feel. They're gonna feel you more than they hear the actual words that you are saying, which is why strategy is so important. And activating your wealth state is even more important. Activating your wealth state is the cherry on top. It's what blows everything up in your business. And if you're curious of how that could actually look like in real life, activating your wealth state, I want to invite you to our MoneyFesting event, which is taking place on October 16th inside of the Rubber Movement. It's a free event, a free 2-hour event, and it's going to blow your mind. It's going to be all around money, manifestation, and activating your wealth state and strategies to help you make more money. I'm going to put the information for that in the show notes. Thank you so much for being here. Until next time.